Hey, what's good, Grateful family? Welcome into the Grateful Gab Sports Huddle. Bear with me this morning. My voice is under the weather, but we're gonna get through it. So, say a prayer for me. As always, thank Jehovah God for life today. Got my cousin Papa Dennis in studio. Looking forward to today. We got a fun packed episode, so stay tuned to the end. Thank you to my sponsor, Sugar Cane Sweet Shop. I'm Grateful Dave. Again, this is the Grateful Gab Sports Huddle on the Grateful Gab podcast. Got the daily verse coming, and then the Sports Huddle rundown. So let's get it. Daily verse for the date of January 10th, 2025, derives from the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23, and it states as follows. For the wages sin pays is death, but the gift God gives is everlasting life by Christ Jesus our Lord. Amen. And again, it's from the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23. So let's get into the sports huddle rundown. Excuse me. Rundown for the day of January 10th, 2026 is as follows. We got the semifinals recap and a look ahead to the national championship. Again, the national championship. These two teams have never been in the national championship. Well, Indiana ain't never been in the national championship before ever. But then, to my understanding, and then boy, them ain't been there since 2002. Miami them ain't been there since 2002. So, both of these first teams opportunity to win the CFP national championship. They've never reached that before, so it's cool to see a new winner. Right? Some people get tired of the same teams over and over. I won if it was Georgia, but it's okay. So I'm excited for these teams. I'm excited for this matchup. NBA season, the Unrivaled League, National Hockey League, NCAA men's and women's top 25, and we'll be wrapping it up with the NFL Wild Card Weekend. Looking forward to it. So stay tuned to the end. It's gonna be a fun-filled episode. A lot of good takes, right? I think we deliver great insight and great takes here on the Grateful Gab Sports Huddle. From different angles, and I think we're informed on sports, enough to be, people who cover it, but we just give our opinions and takes, and we give facts too. We definitely give facts for sure, and we keep it moving. So let's get into it, man. So, if you did not see the Thursday and Friday games, one of my bros, my young boys, my brothers, he mentioned that they should have had the Ole Miss Miami game yesterday instead of the Indiana Oregon game, because he said it was going to be a blowout, and it absolutely was a whooping. I mean, whooping is an understatement. I wish I had like a car crash. They put a whooping on them. They blew them up. I mean, it was just it was everything.
I wish we can get something with Goku with the spirit bomb or something, right. The Kamehameha or something. Well, at halftime, I was like, it's time to go to bed. Man, 35-7.
First game. So let's go recap. So Indiana dominated last night. Oregon 56-22. I mean, absolutely dominated these guys. I mean, whooping is not enough. Again, whooping is not enough. They drop bombs, put the people's elbow on them. Had their foot on their neck. They couldn't get up and breathe. It was embarrassing, right? It had Oregon fans last night in my PlayStation chat. Some, I ain't say they were gonna win. I ain't say they were gonna win. Cap, man, that's cap, bro.
Hold on, now you can't be an Oregon fan and not say your team gonna win in one of the most pivotal games of the season.
They cap, bro. They cap. Like,
you just take that bump on the chin, dog. It's all right, man. Take that bump on the chin. You still had good outfits though.
Right now, they one is fresh. No outfits one is good.
You know what? You got a point. They had a duck on the arm, and I'm like, what is this?
They should have had something different. But like I told them, man, like I said, I didn't think this Indiana team was legit like this. I thought Alabama. I thought it went over Alabama. I was just glad because they embarrassed Alabama like that. But man, to come back and do it the same way. And the biggest thing for me is I love this coach, bro. I got certain coaches I want to be able to meet and just be a part of and just learn from them. Kirby Smart is one of them, and this coach here, Coach Cignetti, Cignetti, dude. When them guys went up like 42-7, they scored a touchdown. This man, he didn't even flinch. Like his emotions were like,
all right,
like all right, let's go do it again. I'm like, yo, I don't need to be like that because I'm a hype coach. Like,
but he got that Belichick energy.
Man, this guy right here, bro, he different, man. I'm like, yeah, this guy, man, this this is a complete display of coaching matters, right? By the Indiana Hoosiers. The Indiana Hoosiers is extremely well coached team, right? And they're not a young team either, which is a good thing. So that brings it together, right? I believe Georgia was a well coached team, and they are a well coached team, but they're a young team. But it's Indiana. You become well coached, and you have a good group of vets and young guys. Man, them boys different. They going to the top, bro. They going
You
to the
know,
top.
they say that they looking at Indiana and they're saying this is the reason why the NIL works.
Yeah. So they went from nobodies to top of the top. You know what I mean? So what a way to dominate though. 56-22 in the city. Shout out to A. Then
I'm
on
looking at Brody Mendoza didn't even put up 200 yards. Had 5 TDs, but they was just killing them on the ground.
Yep, you're right, but they was creating turnovers though. They
Oh
were having
yeah. Oh my
hey,
God, the
man.
turnover game.
A pick six to start the game off.
Yep.
Excuse me. Forced fumble, sack fumble. It was just. Bro, they was dominating them, and then he played a clean game, 5 touchdowns, no TDs, only missed 3 passes. Number 13, a dog. Number 13, I think no, that's Russian. Hold on, let me go back look at the receivers. Number 13, a dog, Elijah Surratt.
Oh yeah.
This kid was everywhere. He was mossing people. Strong hands. It was wild, bro. Four
Bully
different
ball.
four different receivers had a touchdown. Elijah Surratt had 2. Charlie Becker had 1. Omar Cooper Jr. had 1. EJ Williams Jr. had 1, and then I think one of the running backs had 1. A receiving touchdown. Nah,
Running back
2.
had 2
Oh
touchdowns.
no, yeah, that's 5. Because old boy had 2. Yeah, that's 5. So 2 to him, 1, 1, and 1, 1. Yeah, but man, like, bro. Just different, bro. Just different. Just truly dominated those guys. And I spoke about it, right? I spoke about, the Oregon defense, right? But I wasn't sold on the offense. But man, I ain't pick Oregon to win anyway because I want those guys in the PlayStation chat to come down to reality. But
Oh Lord.
but man, it was disgraceful, right? People like I told them, I said I never pick my team to lose. If we lose, we just lose. But I never pick my team to lose. I never go against them. All right. And people, we get in the game. Oh, I picked them to lose. No, that's not what I do. I don't pick my team to lose. And they cap, so I just let it go. But this is disgraceful. But your true color come out when you're at the bottom. That's how you know if you're a true fan or not. But I'm rocking with the Dogs forever, man. Win, lose, or draw. Get blown out by 50. Am I gonna be pleased with it? No, sir. But it's still gonna be go dog, baby. So yeah, and then the Ole Miss Miami game, man. You talking about back and forth, bro. Like, that game was it, bro. That game was it. It was fourth quarter was electric, right? Carson Beck actually showed up and played, which I'm not surprised. Like I said, people try to discredit Carson Beck, right? He didn't do everything he was supposed to do for us, right? He had bad moments. Like I said, I truly think his last year with us, that was one of Kirby Smart's worst coaching season, worst decision making decisions as a coach, and I stand on that, right? The injury he sustained going forward at halftime, right? Hurt it, broke his or tore his arm, whatever it was. But overall, I always thought Carson Beck was a good quarterback. I think the year that we lost in the SEC championship to Alabama, we got sold down the road, and we didn't make the college football playoffs, right? We got sold up the road for sure. When it was the 14, we supposed to be in there that year, right? And then that was the year Florida State got crucified as well. And then
Yeah.
we go into the year after that, he hurt, right? So I don't know, but I think Carson Beck is a solid quarterback. He went 23 for 37, 2 touchdowns. He did throw an interception, but Ole Miss, right? This kid Trinidad Chambers, he's gonna be a first round quarterback. He got
Yeah,
his he
most
got
definitely.
he got his waiver denied, and I don't know if he's done fighting it. But bro, just go to the league, bro. You're not gonna win Ole Miss is not gonna win a championship, bro. Because we're gonna be better next year, right? All these other SEC teams are gonna be better next year. You're not gonna win a championship with Ole Miss. I know you love it there, and this is the team that put you on the map. But bro, you got to go forward, right? Go forward. Your time is up. Don't try to fight for time you don't have. Right? That's all of us in our life. We can't fight for stuff that's gone. We got to keep going forward, right? So, I just truly think that this year has proven enough for him to be able to be a first round quarterback. And honestly, in my opinion, for the quarterbacks that are coming out of the draft right now, I'm taking him over old boy from Oregon. You know, like Dante Moore. They talking about
Oh,
Dante
most
Moore.
definitely.
They talking about Dante Moore supposed to be it. No, bro.
No,
No,
no, no,
bro.
no, no, no.
This guy right here, Trinidad Chambers, this kid is different, bro. Like this boy, he's just different, bro. Like, and he gave him an opportunity to win yesterday on Thursday, but they didn't get it done. But he gave him an opportunity to win. But that was the best game of the semifinals for sure. 31-27, late touchdown run in the fourth quarter. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Carson Beck ran a touchdown in. And then madness ensued. Right? Again, you can't give Ole Miss too much time. We gave them 50-something seconds. You see what happened. They gave them
Yeah,
16 seconds. They still had a chance to win the game. Right? You know what I mean? But they didn't get it done. So still, hats off to Ole Miss and what they were able to do during this run, right? The Lane Kiffin, drama and the Lane Kiffin word is out of their mouth. Finally, everything related to Lane Kiffin can finally go and be Lane Kiffin's. And now Ole Miss can build for the future, So looking forward to see how they bounce back next year and see Pete Golden first full year as a head coach. Excuse me, and see how it plays out. But yeah, 31-27 victory over the Hurricanes. And then we got the Miami Hurricanes hosting the Indiana Hoosiers. They're hosting because they're going to be in their home stadium.
yeah.
The Rock Star, what is it? Hard Rock Stadium down in Miami. And this is going to be the first time that a home team has hosted their own team has hosted a national championship since I think since the BCS FCS championship era kicked off, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken. I know it's the first time in the college football playoffs for sure.
Definitely.
Looking forward to it, man. So somebody's gonna be crowned champion there, right? What a great way for Miami. They don't got to travel. The fans don't got to travel. The tailgate's gonna be crazy. But Indiana,
Yeah,
they coming in. They coming in with a purpose, boy. Miami better be ready because they've been facing physical teams, and they ain't facing a physical team like this yet. Like
it's
Ohio State
different.
was physical, and you see how that battle was. But boy, even the Texas A&M game, Texas A&M was physical, right? And you see how that game was. But bruh, they better come with it, man, because these kids right here,
It's different.
these Indiana Hoosier boys, they coming, they different, bro. They different.
I give you this though, cause I'm put a mythical hat on for the U. Because I know I haven't been a believer all year long. I was just waiting for those moments. And watching Carson Beck, I did get the flashback of old Carson Beck. But the thing that I admire about that game was the resiliency and the continuous changing shift of focus because they could have gave that game away multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had 2 drop picks. Then you went out here and had the targeting. Then you had the late hit. The defense started to make all the mistakes. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here like the defense is supposed to be the ones that's going to help them win this game. But Carson Beck said, don't worry. It's going to be on me in the offense this time. And they went out there and they did that thing and they pulled it off. But boy, good luck with this one. I don't know what's going I don't know about this. I don't appreciate the comparisons to the 2020 the LSU team with Joe Burrow with his Indiana Hoosiers team, but
Uh,
I don't appreciate those comparisons. But Jesus Christ, this
no,
Indiana team is different.
they ain't like that. But this is one of the better teams in the college football playoffs in a long time. Like for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and, and Reese Davis said Miami will be Indiana's biggest challenge of the season. I don't know. I don't think so, bro.
Oh no, no,
I don't
no,
think so, man. This
no.
team, they just built different, man. I'm telling you, bro. Indiana not gonna
Oh,
play around them folk, bro.
I know. Why
Their
would the
defense is flying. They smothering, bro. Like they own them boys white on rice, bro. I mean,
are they,
offensive line huge, defensive line huge. The linebackers flying around. Secondary. I mean, bro, it's no flaws in this team, bro. Like
yeah.
the most flaw in his team is the athleticism of Mendoza. He not an athletic quarterback. Like but other than that, I told the bros yesterday. I said he gonna have to be a pocket quarterback in the NFL because he not fast. He not athletic enough to be out in the open field. Like that fumble run he had, that spin move was so slow, bro. Them folks is gonna tear your head up in the NFL. So you just he need to get to a good team that got a good line and let him be a pocket passer because you're not a mobile guy, bro. You're not a scrambler. So stay in the pocket, bro, because they gonna crush you. But other than that, I think the kid IQ is high, right? Seeing him being able to play, right, I can see why he won the Heisman. He's been making plays like that all year, and they
Mm-hmm.
got it done. But yeah, this Miami team, bro, and I'm rooting for Miami, because my brother, a Hurricane fan, right, Carson Beck over there, right, want to see them win. I want to see them put up a good fight, but bro, Indiana, man. Right, like even the way we playing, like the physicality, Georgia would have to ramp up our physicality 4 or 5 times to play against these guys. Cause, all right, they've set the standard of physicality right now for this season. Like them guys are just, I mean, wow. So
So
looking
let
for
me get this straight though. They're saying that Ohio State, Alabama, Oregon, that's a strong gauntlet to go through. Ohio State basically being your biggest challenge
right.
right there. But they're saying Miami is the biggest challenge for Indiana.
That's what he said. That's what the gentleman said. Reese Davis.
That's like saying Miami was better than Ohio State.
Well, I mean, from the results, they were in the playoffs. You know what I mean? But
They never played each other though. I'm talking about just in general.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That's like I wouldn't teeter with calling this team an underdog.
No, they're not an underdog for sure.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the critics and stuff.
All
I
right.
wouldn't teeter with calling this team an underdog.
No, it's no.
Dang,
I
y'all want a
think
competitive national championship game, not a I'm going to sleep at halftime.
right. Yeah, I do want it. Better be competitive, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
one of these teams go about 30 some points, I'm just gonna turn it off, bro. It's all right.
And that's the thing. I don't see Miami. Man, I would be completely shocked if Miami went up on this team. I would be completely shocked. I'm talking about like up by 14, 17 points. I'll be
Right.
completely shocked if they go up on this team.
Yeah, me too. So looking forward to it, man. So the national championship will kick off Monday, January 19th. So 2 weeks from now, well, about 9 days. So yeah, the Monday after next, the national championship will be here. Looking forward to it. So it'll be a busy week for both teams. Again, Miami will have the upper hand, just because they won't have to travel, right? Do all that logistic stuff. So they'll be home, right, in their NIL money homes, wherever they live at. Just chilling, resting up,
Mm-hmm.
prepping for prepping for the championship game. But hats off to Miami, man. They came in here. People saying all year, "Oh, Miami gonna be out. Miami gonna be out," after them two big losses. But they just found a way to get in, and the committee got it right. They definitely were one of the best 12 teams because I mean, the proof's been in the pudding, right? They came through first round won, second round won, third round won. Like they just keep finding ways to win, and now they at the top. So you got to have one more. So looking forward to it. So be on the lookout as the sports huddle continues. Right, we'll have more insight and we'll give our winners next week. Even though I think both of us are leaning Indiana, but we'll give more insight and just kind of break down the game more, see some key matchups, see what is going to be the difference maker between Indiana and Miami.
We'll give insight before we give the obvious, or
Yeah,
maybe something might change, but we'll give insight, and some information before we give the obvious picks.
right.
You know.
Looking forward to it. So be on the lookout. Ringside coverage. What you got for me, cuz?
Well, cuz one major thing has happened in the past 24 hours, and that is Cody Rhodes is no longer your WWE champion. Yes, he lost the belt to Drew McIntyre, who finally, after consistently losing title shots, finally won the big one again, and now is a 3-time WWE champion, and he get to win it in front of the crowd because the last time he won that belt, we was in the pandemic era, and there was nobody in the crowd. So he defeated Cody Rhodes in what they called the 3 stages of hell match. The first match was a regular singles match where he pinned Cody. The second one was a falls count anywhere match where Cody pinned Drew. And the third was a steel cage match where we had a surprise return from Jacob Fatu. And I guess we was going to figure out who attacked him a couple months ago and knocked out some of his teeth. I told my girl from day one when it first happened, I said, I think it's Cody Rhodes because that man seems a little bit twitchy nowadays. He seemed a little bit on edge. So I'm thinking it's Cody Rhodes. He came out and he attacked Drew, but then turned around and attacked Cody Rhodes. And while they was fighting, Drew basically crawled out the cage because, you can get out by either going over the top or crawling out the cage. So he got out by doing that. And now we have a new champion. So that is the biggest thing that is happening. Besides the fact that I need WWE to figure out everything with their entire library. I know that they're putting their PLEs, like the archive, they're putting that on Netflix. That's great. I don't want to know where's SmackDown and Raw going, where's NXT going, where's all of those things going, because I like to watch those shows before watching the PLEs. And then when it comes to live SmackDown, for some reason, a lot of people can't watch it right now because the people that watch it through the apps, they can't watch it right now because the USA Network and NBC have separated. So USA is no longer a part of that. So that means SmackDown's not on the app. And people got to watch it however they want to watch when they had a very clean cut way to watch it that basically got disrupted. So I need WWE to get this all together. Also, by the way, TNA, they will have their premiere on January 15th on AMC. They did get a TV deal. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on here, but they got a TV deal on AMC. So they're back on mainstream TV starting January 15th. And we have AJ Styles pulling up. So it's a lot going on in the wrestling world, and that could be a big shakeup right there. If TNA comes back on mainstream and they just start exploding, we're gonna have that, another war, the TNA AEW war, which I think I predicted that about a year or two ago, saying if they ever hit TV again, we're gonna have a problem. And here we are.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what I got for you right now. New Japan's pretty much on like a little hiatus until like the middle of the month. I think they got a show next week as well. Blue Justice, yeah. Usually got a show. So they're kind of on a little hiatus. So I've been kind of going back and watching these two guys called the Knockout Brothers. And I'm just like, I'm found one of my new favorite tag teams. Like, it's nice to see the Young Lions come back and they got their old little thing, got their excursion, and they kind of added a little bit of oomph to the tag team division. I know I was talking all that trash about AEW. They can be a little bit more helpful with that. But New Japan has always said, we got this. We build talent. We're rebuilding the tag team division, and it's working out. So, hey, no, that's all I got for you right now, Cuzzo. But hats off to Drew McIntyre, new WWE champion. Wonder what's going to be next. Actually brings a different dynamic and not the stale dynamic we've had with Cody Rhodes the past couple of months. No offense to Cody.
Okay. So looking forward to it. Make sure y'all go check out my cousin, just Unconventional Podcast. He will be dropping new material. Be on the lookout for that. I had a dream last night that you dropped the material. You had an episode with Jazz. Like,
oh Lord, dang, you must be reading my mind.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like watching it, like it was on video and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, this gonna be a good episode. Like, yeah.
So man, ain't no telling what me and her can talk about. Cause man, you think me talking about wrestling is something? Jazz has only been watching this consistently since me and her been dating, and her outlook on this is completely harsher than my outlook on this. Like, I'm kind of being semi nice about things, which, not today. Today's pretty straightforward, but, in takes and all, I kind of be a little semi nice. She looks at this through a different lens because she's a big movie and TV show fan. So she look at this as this is supposed to be a show. I'm supposed to be entertained. Why does this not make sense?
Mm-hmm. Actually makes sense. All right, moving on to the NBA. So Thursday's matchups in the NBA, we had the Pacers defeat the Hornets 114-112. We had the
Timberwolves. Hold on. So are you feeling okay? I forgot to check in. We got to the NBA. Are you feeling okay? Are we feeling like a little bit okay? Like, how are we feeling?
I'm past it, man. I'm not with the Hawks, man. I'm just not with the Hawks. Paul Pierce made a great point this morning, man. He said the Atlanta Hawks is a mid franchise, bro, and they are. They are, bro. They the Reggie of the NBA, bro. They the Reggie. They like the dirt Reggie too. They not even the okay mid. They like don't smoke that. I mean, don't smoke at all. But they are horrible. Like, because he talked about the situation between Trae Young. He was like, "This is a 4-time All-Star, right? This guy, is one of the elite point guards in the league, and we didn't get nothing for him. We didn't get no trade." And I agree, bro. That was my thing. That was my thing. And again, they are, and I respect that, bro. And I've always tried to have some type of, Atlanta could be this, Atlanta could be that, but bro, nah, bro, they just not it, bro. They're not it. And just like he was saying, he said they'll never win a championship in his lifetime. And I agree, bro. I agree. Our best chance was to build around Trae after that Eastern Conference championship, and we didn't do it. Right? They tried to bring people in to play alongside with him and stuff like that. Bro, we gotta have real stars around this man. Like in Atlanta, and nobody wants to play there. He just said, like Paul Pierce was saying all the things that I was thinking, bro. No one wants to play for Atlanta. It's not a team that screams, oh, success, right? You know what I mean? It's just not it, bro. And they're just mid. They're a mid team franchise, and it starts up top. It's not going to change to the head change, right? Whoever the owner is, whoever the people is to make the operation. Let's see for sure. He already been peed me off. You know what I mean? We got freaking Zachary Ricochet a couple years ago, and this year we pissing off all the best players in the draft. We're not getting none of them.
We took the best available player, Cuzzo.
Yeah, y'all did. That's what y'all did. You know what I mean? But Yeah, man, I'm okay with them. My team won last night. The Timberwolves won. The Hawks won yesterday too, but the Timberwolves won. You know what I mean? Anthony Edwards doing this thing. He went crazy. They beat the Cavaliers 131 to 122. He dropped 25. You know, 25-79. You know, easy bad work. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
And then the Jazz defeated the Mavericks 116 to 114. From last night's matchups, we had the Hawks absolutely dominate the Nuggets. They didn't have Jokic, but we'll take it. I mean, y'all will take it. 110 to 87. We had the Celtics defeat
Hey,
the
he just
Raptors.
thought of y'all take it on that.
Yeah, I'm a y'all now. I'm outside looking in.
Well, you see, I'm just in silent mode, dog. I gotta deal with the Hawks and the Clippers, dog. I'm gonna find me a new team.
I tell you, come on, be a Wolves fan, bro. Come.
Well, I'm already an Ant fan, dog, but you know,
Well, me too. So that's why I just went to the team, the whole team.
I'm an Ant fan. I'm a Victor Wembanyama fan, so it's like hard to pick a team nowadays.
I'm a Spur Wolf. I'm a Spur Wolf. Yeah, I'm a Spurs
But
fan too.
I can't cap, bro. One day in my future podcast room, you just gonna see a whole bunch of different jerseys. You're gonna be like, "Dang, Matt, who your team?" I'm like, "I'm just a fan of all these players."
Right, we're gonna get it set up. Yeah, we are. We definitely, like I said, continue to bear with us and be with us. I know y'all appreciate what we bring here now, but we gonna elevate y'all. I'm telling you, man. The Grateful Gab podcast, the Just Unconventional podcast, we going up. I'm telling you, we going up. So, you know, Jehovah blessing our efforts, and you know, we just enjoy doing it. We're gonna continue going. We're gonna continue to keep doing it, and you know, just try to give y'all our best, just like we try to give our Lord our best. So, looking forward to it. The 76ers defeated the Magic 103 to 91. We had the Pelicans defeat the Wizards 128 to 107. The Clippers defeated the Nets 121 to 105. We had the Thunder defeat the Grizzlies in a comeback win 117 to 116. The Suns defeated the Knicks 112 to 107. The Warriors dominated the Kings 137 to 103. We had the Trailblazers defeat the Rockets 111 to 105. And we had the Bucks with the last minute defensive stand by Giannis to defeat the Lakers 105 to 101. For today's matchups, kicking off at 1 p.m. on Prime Video, we have the Cavaliers hosting the Timberwolves in a rematch from Thursday games. Then we have the Heat going up against the Pacers, the Pistons hosting the Clippers, the Spurs going up against the Celtics, the Bulls hosting the Mavericks, and the Hornets going up against the Jazz. For Sunday's matchups in the NBA, we got the Pelicans hosting we got the Magic hosting the Pelicans, the Nets going up against the Grizzlies, the Raptors hosting the 76ers, the Knicks going up against the Trailblazers, the Timberwolves versus the Spurs. That probably should be one of the best games on Sunday. Timberwolves Spurs matchup.
That
The
sounds like
Heat,
an ABC matchup.
none of them on prime time. None of them on TV.
Same.
Right, it should be. It's a shame. Yeah, the Heat going up against the Thunder. The Nuggets hosting the Bucks. Well, you know they'll be on people local TV, local channel, but it's not a national televised game.
I know I wanted to be national though, because I'm not local, and I'm not local to neither one of those
Right.
areas.
I know. And then we got the Nuggets hosting the Bucks. The Wizards going up against the Suns. The Hawks on the road against the Warriors, and then we have the Kings hosting the Rockets. So be on the lookout for updated information from the NBA season next week's Sports Huddle. Looking forward to it. Next week, going to be kicking off a lot of things. Right, we're getting closer to the Olympics, so we'll be previewing some key events, little things like that as the season goes on. We got the baseball classic coming up, all those type of things. So be on the lookout on the Grateful Gab Sports Huddle as we continue to elevate, continue to grow, and just bring more coverage in different sports here as well. So be on the lookout. Moving on to the Unrivaled League. Unrivaled League matchups from Friday. I know one thing, ESPN need to go ahead and put an Unrivaled League section over here, but they don't.
Bruh,
So,
I don't know why they be saying here capping. They know this stuff be blowing up. I don't care how big or small it is. You're supposed to have the sport on ESPN. Like have it on there, bro. Y'all got esports, gaming. I got all this stuff on ESPN you can find. Let me be able to find Unrivaled League.
Right. But they still doing anything, man. It's coming together and they're growing and evolving. I'm looking forward to it. So we had a close matchup Friday night. The Rose Basketball Club, right? They found another way to get it up. They found another way to win. They defeated the Vinyl 69 to 67. The Breeze Basketball Club defeated the Hive 73 to 62. For tonight's matchups, tonight and tomorrow's matchups, again on True TV Saturday and Sunday, True TV is hosting the coverage for the Unrivaled League. On Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Tonight, Phantom will be hosting the Lunar Owls. Tonight at 8:45 p.m. on True TV, the Mist will be hosting the Laces. Moving on to Sunday's matchup, kicking off tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. on True TV, the Rose will be going up against the Breeze. The Vinyl will be hosting the Hive tomorrow night at 8:45 p.m. So be on the lookout as the as the Unrivaled League continues. And also they have matchups Monday. So they had matchups Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So a full weekend coverage of the Unrivaled League. And then Monday's games will wrap up the week until Friday. The Mist will be going up against the Phantom. And on Monday at 7:30 p.m., that's going to be on either TNT or True TV. And then 8:45 p.m. on TNT True TV, the Laces will be going up against the Lunar Owls. So got a huge matchup today between the Owls and the Phantom. Both teams are have no win, so one of these teams will get their first win of the season. And then also we had a team against the undefeateds. It's early in the season. Laces missed one of those teams to take their first loss of the season. Again, the Rose Basketball Club and the Breeze, both of those teams have won 2 games on the year, so that'll be a battle of the undefeateds as well. Looking like one of the favorites right now going into this new season. The Rose Basketball Club again trying to defend their championship, and then the Hive and the Vinyl, they're just trying to make their way into a win column, and they will have an opportunity to do that as well tomorrow night because both of those teams are defeated. So looking forward to it. Be on the lookout again for more Unrivaled League coverage as it comes out. We try to do our best to bring it to you, but make sure y'all go check them out, man. Follow along. It's been a great league. Year 1 was super successful. Year 2 has not disappointed, and just continue to show your love and support for the Unrivaled League and women representation in sports. So looking forward to it. Moving on to the National Hockey League. National Hockey League for Thursday and Friday results is as follows. We had the Thursday matchups between the Bruins and the Flames. The Bruins defeated the Flames 4-1. We had the Canadians defeat the Panthers 6-2. I said the Panthers. The Panthers 6-2. We had the Red Wings defeat the Canucks 5-1. The Sabres defeated the Rangers 5-2. The Maple Leafs over the Flyers 2-1. The Hurricanes defeated the Ducks 5-2. The Penguins defeated the Devils 4-1. The Oilers defeated the Jets 4-3. The Predators defeated the Islanders 2-1. The Avalanche absolutely dominated the Senators 8-2. We had the Golden Knights defeat the Blue Jackets 5-3, and we had the Wild defeat the Kraken 3-2. From last night's matchups in the National Hockey League, we had the Capitals defeat the Blackhawks 5-1. The Mammoth defeated the Blues 4-2, and we had the Jets defeat the Kings 5-1. For today's matchups, kicking off at 1 p.m. on ABC, we have the Bruins hosting the Rangers. We got the Flames going up against the Penguins. The Avalanche hosting the Blue Jackets. The Sharks going up against the Stars. The Sabres hosting the Ducks. We got the Maple Leafs hosting the Canucks. The Red Wings going up against the Canadians. Tonight at 7 p.m. on the National Hockey League Network, we have the Senators hosting the Panthers. The Lightning going up against the Flyers. The Hurricanes hosting the Kraken. The Blackhawks going up against the Predators. The Wild hosting the Islanders. The Kings going up against the Oilers, and we have the Golden Knights hosting the Blues. For Sunday's matchups in the National Hockey League tomorrow at 2 p.m. on the National Hockey League Network, we got the Winnipeg Jets hosting the Devils, the Penguins going up against the Bruins, the Predators hosting the Capitals, the Blue Jackets going up against the Mammoth, and tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the National Hockey League Network, we have the Sharks hosting the Golden Knights. So be on the lookout for the National Hockey League to continue. Again, I believe the season ends. Let's see here. The season should wrap up. Regular season should wrap up around April. April should be the regular season wrap up, and then the playoffs are going to start. So be on the lookout for that. It's always seemed like hockey's all year round. They get done in April. They be right back in September, October, right? So it's it's kind of like the NBA, but on ice. So looking forward to it. As we move on to the NCAA men's and women's top 25 matchups for this weekend and this week. So, NCAA men's basketball top 25 from this week. Thursday's matchups, we had number 12 Michigan State defeat Northwestern 76-66. We had number 16 Illinois defeat Rutgers 81-55, and we had number 8 Gonzaga defeat Santa Clara 89-77. For today's matchups, we got the number 10 Nebraska team headed to Indiana at 12 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Number 20 Louisville is hosting Boston College at 12 p.m. on the CW. Number 21 Tennessee is going up against Florida on ESPN at 12. At noon today on Fox, we got number 22 Kansas going up against West Virginia. Number 4 UConn hosting DePaul. At 1 p.m. on CBS, we got number 2 team in the nation, the Michigan Wolverines. They'll be hosting Wisconsin. We got number 7 Houston going up against Baylor at 1 p.m. On NBC. We got the number 11 team ranked in the country, Vanderbilt, out of the SEC hosting LSU today at 1 p.m. on the SEC Network. At 2 p.m., we got the number 18 team country in the country, the number 18 team in the country. Excuse me, the Georgia Bulldogs. They'll be on the road against South Carolina, right? Another great SEC opponent, another SEC matchup, another opportunity to put a win in, put a number in the win column. I expect them to win, right? I expect the team to be more disciplined, as we
Bro, the
saw.
Bulldogs is number 1 in the nation in points per game.
We've been up there. We've been up.
Good God,
Yeah,
they
they've been
putting up
scoring.
about 98 points a game.
Are you enjoying today's episode? This episode of the Grateful Gab podcast is proudly sponsored by Sugarcane Sweet Shop. At Sugarcane Sweet Shop, every dessert is made with love, creativity, and a sprinkle of sweetness. From the signature cookies and cupcakes to custom cakes for every occasion, Sugarcane is available to make your moments a little more special. Follow them on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Sugarcane Sweet Shop to see what's fresh from the oven. And don't forget to treat yourself today.
97, 97.9.
Oh man, it's a good
I ain't
team.
know number one in the country, but yeah, man, they've been doing their thing. They've been doing their thing. So, like I
Oh
said,
man.
I was about to say, that was a big reason, right? Discipline, right? Losing Toronto Surreal was a big key to our loss last week against Florida, and I'm glad the committee didn't kick us out the top 25, right? I think this win this week we solidify ourselves and just continue to keep building, man. I appreciate one of the gentlemen yesterday. I saw him talking on one of the dog podcast. I forgot who the player was, but he was talking about what type of coach Mike White was. And I think Mike White is a good coach. I've always said that. I don't think he's a bad coach. I think he coaches the teams well, right? He had us in a top 25, had us in the playoff the tournament last year, haven't done it in so long. I just want him to be able to recruit better, right? I don't know what he needs to be to bring better players in, right? Because as we see the landscape of basketball, period, but especially in the SEC, all these guys are good, right? So we got good players too on the team now, right? But we have to find ways to continue to sustain success, and that comes from having successful players. So, but I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, we play against South Carolina today at 2 p.m. on ESPN. I gotta start looking at these games because South Carolina ain't that far from me. I might have to start going to these games in the future. Especially when we play South Carolina next year for football at South Carolina, I'm gonna have to pull up for real. Then we got number 5 Purdue hosting Penn State. We got a top 25 SEC matchup today at 2 p.m. on ESPN. Number 6 Duke will be hosting number 24 SMU. We got a matchup between number 23 Virginia and Stanford today at 2:15 on the CW Network. At 4 p.m. on ESPN, we got number 1 team in the country, Arizona Wildcats, going up against TCU. Number 3 Iowa State will be hosting Oklahoma State at 4 p.m. on ESPN2. At 6 p.m. tonight, we got number 15 Arkansas on the road against an Auburn team at 6 p.m. on ESPN. Number 17 North Carolina hosting Wake Forest at 6 p.m. on the ACC Network. Number 14 Texas Tech going up against Colorado. Number 13 Alabama hosting Texas tonight at 8 p.m. on ESPN. And a late night game, number 9 BYU on the road against Utah at 10 p.m. on ESPN. For Sunday's matchups, tomorrow at noon, we have a top 25 ranked matchup in the Big Ten. We got number 19 Iowa hosting number 16 Illinois at Fox on noon tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. on ESPN2, we got number 25 UCF hosting Cincinnati. So be on the lookout for updated information from the NCAA men's top 25. Before we know it, we'll be in March. Moving on to the
Yeah.
NCAA women's top 25. NCAA Women's Top 25 results this week is as follows. From Thursday's matchups, we had number 12 LSU defeat Georgia 80-59. We had number 10 Louisville defeat Miami 77-68. We had an absolute stomping created by the number 9 Michigan Wolverines. The Lady Wolverines dominated Penn State 105-65. We had a top 25 ranked matchup and an upset out of Ole Miss. We had number 18 Ole Miss defeat number 5 Oklahoma 74-69. We had another upset out of the SEC. We had unranked Alabama with the win over number 6 Kentucky 64-51. Oh, my bad. I pressed the wrong thing. I right clicked. There we go. All right. Then we had number 8 Maryland. They dominated Rutgers 88-41. Excuse me. All right. We had number 3 South Carolina defeat Arkansas 93-58. Number 7 Vanderbilt held on to their perfect season with a win over Missouri 99-68. Number 20 Tennessee with a close one Well, not close one. 10-point win, not too close, but it's probably more close than people expected it to be. Number 20 Tennessee defeated Mississippi State. Excuse me, 90-58. Number 2 Texas absolutely dominated Auburn, holding them to under 40 points, 97-36. We had number 16 Baylor defeat Colorado, 56-52. Number 25 Nebraska defeated Indiana, 78-73. And we had a top 25 ranked matchup out of Washington. Number 15 Michigan State defeated number 23 Washington, 82-67. For today's matchups in the NCAA Women's Top 25, we have two key top 25 games. We got undefeated number 17 Texas Tech on the road against Cincinnati today at 2 p.m. on ESPN Plus, and then we have number 24 Princeton going up against Yale at 2 p.m. as well. For Sunday's matchups, we got the Lady Bulldogs on the road against number 3 South Carolina and the We Back Pact. That will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow on the SEC Network. We got number 22 North Carolina going up against Notre Dame at 1 p.m. on ESPN. Number 1 UConn going up against Creighton at 2 p.m. on True TV. Number 9 Michigan hosting Wisconsin. Number 10 Louisville hosting Pitt tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. on the CW Network. We got number 20 Tennessee hosting Arkansas. Number 23 Washington going up against Purdue. We got a top 25 ranked matchup between number 12 LSU and number 2 Texas. Another game in the We Back Pact tournament or whatever that is tomorrow at 3 p.m. on ESPN. Number 7 Vanderbilt looking to stay undefeated against Texas A&M tomorrow. Number 11 Iowa State hosting West Virginia. Number 16 Baylor going up against Kansas. Number 21 USC trying to bounce back from the obliteration by UCLA. They're going on the road against Minnesota tomorrow. We got a top 10 ranked matchup in the SEC. Once again, number 6 Kentucky hosting number 5 Oklahoma at 4 p.m. tomorrow on the SEC Network. And the We Back Pact tournament also. Top 25 ranked matchup out of the Big Ten. Number 8 Maryland hosting number 19 Ohio State at 4 p.m. on Peacock. Number 13 TCU hosting Arizona State. Number 14 Iowa going up against Indiana. Number 15 Michigan State going up against Oregon. Number 18 Ole Miss hosting Mississippi State tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. on the SEC Network. The final game of the We Back Pact tournament. And then we have a top 25 ranked matchup between number 25 Nebraska and number 4 UCLA tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. So pull back up on the Sports Huddle to get updated information from the men's and women's top 25 for college basketball. Looking to wrap up the Sports Huddle today with probably the most anticipated matchups of all year, right? The NFL playoffs is here, baby. So let's get into it. I want to be rich. It's truly has been an amazing football, week, right? We had the semifinals Thursday. We had the semifinals last night. We got wild card today, wild card tomorrow, wild card Monday. So it's been a great 5 days of the new year, and it's been awesome for NFL, not for NFL fans, for football fans, period. But key matchups today, right? Key matchups today. Probably one of the most anticipated matchups here in the Carolinas. The Panthers will be hosting the Rams today at 4:30 p.m. on Fox. Just looking forward to just playoff football, right? Nothing matters. Nothing matters beforehand. I really feel like when we get in the playoffs, the record shouldn't even show up there, right? The record shouldn't even show. It's 0-0 now, right?
That's funny you say that because it shows that on Bleach Report. They got it at 0-0.
Because that's what it is. It's a whole new season now. It's a whole new season. This is week 1 of the new season, and you got 4 weeks in this season. If you're gonna play, you're gonna play in it, and only gonna be 2 teams at the end of the year playing in week 4. But it's 1-0 every week. That's what you're trying to go, because it ain't no win and go home. You go home, ain't no next week. You win, you move on, right? 4 week NFL season. That's what it is. So looking forward to it.
You win, you move on. You lose, you're going to Cancun.
Going to Cancun, baby. Breeze and toes in the sand. Let's get it. So yeah, Panthers hosting the Rams. Man, what do you feel like you need to see from the Panthers to get an upset win today? Right, they're at home. Right. What do you think you need to see from the Panthers to get a win against the Rams?
Oh man, well their defense is going to do their job. They got 2 stouts at the cornerback position. That's great to have when you got to deal with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. But I need the Rams to be better on the run defense if they want to get out of here with this today, because Matthew Stafford and all that playoff experience that Sean McVay and him got, that's coming. And I know this is Bryce's first playoff game, isn't it?
First playoff game. Yep.
Oh yeah, he gotta be cool under pressure. This is the most pressure he had since he was on the hot seat.
Right.
So yeah, he got to be cool under pressure, and they got to kind of go out there and play their game. Defense gonna show out, but Bryce can't. He just can't have that game he had against Seattle, where it was like, he only had 54 yards. He got to go out here and actually, he got to go out here and perform.
Right.
And the defense got to stop the run.
Right. Yeah. So you saying the Rams defense got to stop the run, and Bryce Young got to play well.
Oh no, the Panthers defense has to stop
Oh,
the run because they're
okay.
not that good against the run.
Okay.
So it's like they have to stop the run, and Bryce just has to be efficient. I'm not going to say play well because that can mean 1,000 things. We all think differently when it comes to a quarterback playing well.
Right.
I just feel like don't turn over the ball and get a win.
Right. Be efficient. Yeah. I just think, like you said, I'm high. I think both of these defenses are good. So I expect it to be a dog fight. But the Panthers offense is going to have to try to keep up with the play style of Sean McVay and the Rams, because again, like you said, you got Matthew Stafford. They're going to put the ball in the air. They're going to put the ball on the ground. I think the Panthers try to rely on the run game a lot because they have a pretty solid run game. But you got to get McLaurin, not McLaurin. What's my boy name?
McMillan.
McMillan. You got to get McMillan.
Yeah, Teddy Mack.
You got that's a new nickname, Teddy Mack.
Yep.
You got to get Teddy Mack involved. That kid is a beast. I remember when we talked about when they drafted him, we thought, we were very high on this kid, and he's looking to be the favorite to win Offensive Rookie of the Year for sure. And then get Xavier Legette back involved, right? I haven't heard about him in a couple of weeks. Get him back involved.
Yeah.
Right. You got weapons. Yeah, you're right. Running back, offensive line, pretty healthy. But yeah, Bryce Young got to be able to step up, right? Step up, make throws on time, right? Be efficient, make smart plays, right? Don't force balls down the field. Take what the defense gives you and just stay ahead of the chains. If the Panthers stay ahead of the chains, I think they have a chance to win, because this is a team that believes in themselves. This is a team that's fought all year, but this will be one of their biggest matchups of the year. So to kick off week 1 of the new NFL season, this is a team that they want to be able to see. But also, you got the fans behind you, right? Just like Cam Newton was saying, you have to give the fans something to cheer about because they're going to have your back. But if they make Bank of America Stadium rocking, right, they're going to have a chance to win and have one of the biggest upsets of Wild Card Weekend. So I think I'm going to take the Rams, but I feel like the Panthers can win if they do those things. But yeah, I think the Rams are just going to be, able to outcoach them in different ways, right? Just different scenarios. Again, you got veteran presence on both sides of the ball, young defense. So I'm excited for it. I hope it's a good defensive game, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Rams got a young defense. They got a young defense with playoff experience now because they was in the playoffs last year.
Right.
So they just got experience on top of experience. But I just say Rams on upset alert. But I still say Rams taking it, but it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game as well. Looking forward to it. And then tonight at 8 p.m. on Prime Video, right? The Bears Packers. I need the Packers to win, even though I don't think they're gonna win. But I really just need us to win because the Bears lose and we win, we get another home game. But whatever. But it's just like we would have been a 2 seed. But but yeah. So tonight 8 p.m. on Prime Video, man. This is gonna be some good football all weekend. The Packers Bears, right? This is what you want to see. The Packers and the Bears. I believe they split conference games this year, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Packers took game 1, and then the Bears took game 2. Yeah, because that was their overtime thrill game when they had the Moore touchdown in the back of the end zone. But yeah, Caleb Williams, right? First playoff experience, first playoff game, right? Bears, they haven't tasted playoffs since the double doink when they fell to the Eagles, right? So they got a bad taste in their mouth, and they're trying to leave Soldier Field with a better taste in their mouth today. So looking forward to that matchup tonight at 8 p.m. on Prime Video. I'm going to take the Bears just because the Packers are beat up. Right, what type of Jordan Love are you going to get? Right, what type of Jordan Love?
That's the biggest question, honestly.
And the thing about the Bears, right, that two-headed monster, right, run game, right, DeAndre Swift and then the other gentleman behind him, right, I think they're going to rely heavily on that as well. That's going to open up the playbook for those play actions, those motion plays, all those type of eye formation that they have, those eye discipline formation that the Bears run. I think it's going to just open up that run game. A lot of side to side, sideline to sideline run plays, and then it's going to get Caleb Williams out of the pocket, right? A lot of out of the pocket throws. That's what really has put him in his position to be this successful. So I expect a lot of those same things from Ben Johnson. He's a great offensive mind, and the Packers defense is just too beat up to, I think, hold off on the Bears. But the Bears defense, they take a lot. They take the ball away a lot, but they're really not a good defense. So the Packers still have an opportunity as well. They got great receivers, right? Jordan Love has to show up big, and this is a division game. This is a division game, week 1. And the playoffs. This is going to be a nitty gritty fight. So I don't expect the Packers
Mhm.
just to get rolled on over. I would be surprised, but I am taking the Bears to get a victory. I want to
It's
upset,
funny.
but I'm taking the Bears.
Check this out though. The Packers are the favorite to win this by 1.5.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that's just motivation for Ben Johnson and the team.
Yeah, that's true.
No Michael Parsons. The middle of your defense, the middle of your
No
defense,
Micah Parsons, and there's another guy. I can't remember his name. He's both. They're both out.
right? You know,
Two key linemen are out,
right,
or two key for your front seven. They're out for the Packers,
right.
and
So
it's like I don't know if I trust Jordan Love.
they
Like
say it's Jordan
I
Love
can
for you.
trust him to win some games, but I don't know if I can trust him because this is a big moment right here. Because this
Huge.
Chicago Bears team is coming. Like they knock off the Packers. Not only are they going on to the next, but they really solidify themselves for the future. Like the NFC North is ours.
Right, for sure, for sure. And that window's open. The young team, new regime there. So yeah, man, this is an opportunity for them to really solidify themselves. So looking forward to it. That's gonna be a huge matchup for today and tonight. Panthers Rams. We got the Rams winning. Packers Bears. We got the Bears winning. Wouldn't be surprised if either of these teams upset. But I would really appreciate if the Packers upset. But we got to handle business. So moving on to Sunday's games. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. on CBS, we got the Jaguars hosting the Bills. Right, huge matchup. Right, Jaguars is as the brothers, the Kelsey brothers was saying yesterday on their podcast or this week, whatever it was, that the Jaguars are a dark horse to win, go to the Super Bowl, and I agree. Right, this is a team that's coming in, the
Yeah.
hottest team. Right, not really talked about. Just finding ways to win and dominate. The ACC teams are really good this year, like really really good, man. And the Bills, coming off, I think they won their last game of the year, but then coming off that big loss against the Eagles, they're probably coming in motivated, right? But that should be probably one of the best games of the Sunday matchup, depending on how the Eagles and 49ers games go. But that Jaguars Bills, that's gonna be a tough one, right? Can the Bills and Josh Allen do enough to go on the road and take away the momentum from this hot team? Because the Jaguars are rolling, right? What is Trevor Lawrence's performance going to be like? He's that question mark, right? Just
That's
like
the
a Jordan
question,
Love,
man.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, not Lamar. Josh has that playoff experience, right? Josh and those Bill players, they have that playoff experience. They haven't played on the road a lot in the playoffs, but they have experience still. But what are the Jaguars going to be? And this new coach, he got these guys motivated. Liam Cohen, and I just think these Jaguars, they definitely looking to shock a lot of people, right? I won't be shocked if they win, but I'm going to actually take them. I'm going to take them to win because I just think they're solid on both sides of the ball. Defense flying around, offense is clicking, and they've been dominating people. They've been mauling people. So and as we see, the Bills defense is suspect. Bills
I
defense is
was just about to say that, no, because I was gonna take the Bills mainly because I feel like you got Josh Allen, you got a chance, but the key thing for them is what's this defense about to do?
right. So
Because
that's
this
my
is a
thing.
tough matchup for the Bills. Like, I, you, this is a new hurdle right here. There's
Mm-hmm.
no Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson, no Joe Burrow, but now you got a hungry Jaguars team
Right,
with a Trevor Lawrence having the best season of his career.
right. So
New wrinkle in the plan.
right, yeah, right. So yeah, Josh Allen get over this hump. I don't know, but that's gonna be tough for them. But I'm taking the Jags. You taking the Bills?
I'm gonna take the Bills.
Okay, that's gonna be a good one. Though. That's gonna be one of the best games of the weekend for sure, in my opinion. Then we got the Eagles hosting the 49ers, right? 4:30 p.m. on Fox.
Before
Like you
you
said,
even say anything on that game right there, with further research, I have to reject my claim that
no,
I'm
no,
taking the
no,
49ers in this game. I
run that
have
back.
to reject my claim that I'm taking the 49ers in this game. I'm not taking the 49ers in this game. Yeah, I'm not taking the 49ers in this game.
No, but like you said the other day, man, we just got to find a way to put it together, right? Jalen Hurts, this is what he does, man. This is what he does. Like I said, anytime we get past the first round, the wild card game, we go to the NFC Championship. That's what it happens. This is what happens. When we don't get past it, we lose. Obviously, we don't go nowhere. But we get past that wild card round, man. We go to the top. So, um, yeah, man.
Also, remember, I think the last time you guys won a Super Bowl, you got outed the first round of the playoffs.
Last time we did not win.
Last time you did win a Super Bowl,
What do you mean? You said we got outed? What do you mean?
like the following year, the Super Bowl hangover.
Right. That's why I said we got whooped by the
Yeah,
Buccaneers. Yeah, we got whooped by the
yeah.
Buccaneers.
So it's
That's
like
what I'm
we
saying.
gotta.
The history shows when we get past the first round, we go all the way. But Honestly, man, like I said, I know this team is hungry, right? It's a new season, and I think they feel that way, right? This is an opportunity for all the stuff that we've done in the season, not be good on offense, defense still doing their thing. This is an opportunity right now for just a whole new face, right? Lane Johnson coming back, which for some reason is going to help the run game, which I don't know why, but he's only just one player, but it's just that veteran leadership up there. But I just think this is the time to let it all out. We have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose in everything in the game. So I expect Jalen Hurts to be running the ball, more designed quarterback runs. I expect this to be the most complete offensive game because they know we're gonna have to have it, right? Because our defense is going to stop the 49ers even a few times, because they offense they're the 49ers. They're gonna find ways to put points on the board. But our defense is gonna fly around. We're gonna smother Brock Purdy, right? We're gonna make them uncomfortable. I have no doubt about the defense. Jalen Carter's healthy. Jordan Davis having the best career of his best career of his season.
Best season of his career.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
You
good. You good.
Yeah, y'all got it. And then the young boys stepping up, right? My question mark is that the Dory Jackson and that safety next to Reed Blankenship. Our injuries, right? I know going into this next season, cornerback is going to be a big emphasis for Howie to get somebody next to Quinyon Mitchell, right? We got to hit it. We got to hit it off, right? Somebody who Vic Fangio can say, all right, this young kid can come in and play high level, football next to Quinyon Mitchell. Because if we do that, man, we got a safety. Makuba got hurt earlier this year. We got a safety back there, right? We do that, we're gonna be that window again. Like I told you, that window open, baby. We got a young defense. We got Vic Fangio. And I expect them guys to fly around tomorrow. Philly gonna be rocking, right? The link gonna be rocking. You're gonna hear from Mars, and we're gonna be turned up. But the same way it is, you got to give the fans something to cheer for. Like, we're passionate anyway. We love the Eagles. But if the offense come out there and play the type of football they can play, I mean, it's no way that the 49ers are going to stop us. No way that no team can really beat us, bro. We've literally beat ourselves this year. I can say one team that really just truly beat up on us this year was when the Bears came. The Bears and the Giants. The Bears and the Giants, when they came in and ran all over us, it just took the momentum from the team. But other than that, those other 4 losses, the Eagles beat themselves, right? That's just my take, right? We beat ourselves, and
So I'll say 2 things on this then. It's very simple. The defenses have to continue to do what they've been doing, and the 49ers struggle against the run. So this is where Saquon Barkley and what's the other running back you was talking about?
Tank Bigsby. If they don't run
Yeah,
Tank
this is where
Bigsby,
this is where the running back room shines.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they got to run this kid, bro. He just runs straight down here. I mean, as soon as he get the ball, he just going. He ain't tipping. He don't run like Saquon. Saquon like the look for that hole, reverse through. Tank, give me the ball, and I'm running through you, right? And we need that, man. We need to use both of those guys on this playoff run. If we're gonna have a chance to do anything special this year, this is the time for the run game to be
lean on that run game, man.
3-headed monster: Jalen, Saquon, Tank. Run on them guys, and then they load the box. Go over top with a Smitty. Go over top with an AJ Brown. Hit Dallas Goedert across the middle, right? Get Jahan Dotson more involved in the offense, right? This kid's a first rounder. He's a great wide receiver. He's a good wide receiver though. He could be great. He could be great if he had a situation where he could be that guy because he got that type of skill set. So we just got to put it together, man. But I'm excited. Just anytime you get to see the Birds in the playoffs, baby. Hopefully this ain't the last time this year. But man, I'm looking forward to it. See them fly around and go Birds. So I'm taking the Birds tomorrow over the 49ers. 49ers gonna put up a good fight, but I don't think it's enough, baby. Let's do it. All righty. The last matchup of Sunday night, 8 p.m. on NBC, Peacock. And tomorrow's game between the Eagles and 49ers is going to be on Fox, 4:30. Then tomorrow night, Patriots holding the Chargers, right? Patriots, look to be a favorite all year long. They was high on, winning games back, 11 straight or whatever it was. They were just winning games, right? No one expected the Patriots to be good except the Patriots, and they found a way to win 14 games this year. So, Patriots hosting the Chargers, right? Chargers is a team that doesn't play in the elements. They don't play they play in California first of all, but they don't play outside. So now you're going to Foxborough where it's cold and frigid and it's freaking probably gonna be in the teens, probably snowing, and probably not even in the teens, probably lower than that. But it's been weird this week, so it's gonna be 34 degrees tomorrow. That's what it says. But so it's not too bad. But what type of team are we gonna get? What type of Drake May are we gonna see in the playoffs? What type of Justin Herbert are we gonna see in the playoffs? How the Chargers do? They get big leads and they give up the game. In the playoffs. A couple years ago, the Jaguars, they did that too. They lost to the Jaguars a couple years ago. So,
yeah.
What are the Chargers going to do? They got a new coach. Jim Harbaugh is, has winning experience, right? He was a quarterback in this league. He's elevated Justin Herbert, right? I think his game has gotten better. Defense for the Chargers is outstanding, right? So I think they could be able to compete with Drake May and keep points off the board long enough for the Chargers offense to get going. But what are the Chargers going to do? Right? Don't have Lad McConkey out there looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he like that. He like that. So I don't know who I'm taking in this game. Honestly, it's going to come down to the quarterback plays for me because I think both of these defenses are good. Right? Do they have Diggs? Is Diggs available?
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
heard nothing about him being suspended or anything.
Well, so we shall see, man. We shall see. But I think both coaches are preparing them well. I think both coaches are phenomenal. Mike Vrabel, I mean Jim, he okay. I don't think he's phenomenal. He all right though. You know what I mean? He a
he
cheater.
is. He's saying that because they calling that man the greatest coach of all time.
Who called him that?
They got people calling him that.
Chill,
bruh.
But no, I just I don't respect the cheating tactics from football, if college. But we whooped on them, you know what I mean? We whooped on them, so they ain't beat us, you know what I mean? But whatever, they got it done. But yeah, man, I just think both of these coaches coach well, prepare well, motivate the guys well. It's gonna be a good one. But just to be safe, I would say the Patriots, just because they're at home, just because the elements around them, I think they're pretty solid on both sides of the ball. They have that persona, right? The Patriots way. They're used to that, even though these players are new to the organization. The Patriots are not new to the organization, so I think they put the guys in the right position, right, mentally, physically, and they go out there and get it done against the Chargers.
As much as I love Justin Herbert, I'm going with the Patriots. This is a whole new regime, completely different energy. They have not been in the playoffs in a very long time. They have not been this good in a very long time. And at the helm is a former New England Patriots player as your coach, bringing back the Patriots way. Yeah, everything is lining up for them. That building's going to be rocking, and then on top of that, the Chargers' offensive line is beat up. They're missing 2 key offensive linemen. So while Justin Herbert has shown me time and time again that, you can sack me 8 times and I can still go out here and win a football game, I just think all this momentum on the Patriots side is going to be too much. They'll go out there and they'll manage that game if they go up and they'll get the win.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. So for the wild card weekend so far, we got Rams, Bears, Eagles. You got the Bills. I got the Jaguars, Patriots, and then Monday night, baby, Monday Night Football, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN or ABC. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be hosting the Houston Texans. Off the rip, taking the Texans because defense is just smothering. They're gonna be all over Aaron Rodgers, and the Steelers offense don't have enough to keep up with his defense. And then CJ Stroud play. I'm not too high on CJ Stroud. I think Aaron Rodgers plays a better game than CJ Stroud. But if CJ Stroud plays a better game than Aaron Rodgers, they're definitely going to win for sure. Because this Houston defense is coming to play. They coming to play, right? This is a team that they play in the dome, but this is a team that I think they don't care about where you play them at. Right? They just ready to rock and roll, right? The Miko Ryan got these guys up and up, right? The young defense. I mean, years ago when they started drafting all these defensive guys, they built this for these moments like this to be able to go into somebody's house and punch them in the mouth, keep them down, and don't let them get back up. And I think that's what the Texans is going to do to the Pittsburgh Steelers Monday. And then if the Steelers lose, you think Mike Tomlin's gone?
I think so. I think they'll finally pull the trigger. I think the Steelers as an organization, they just kind of want like a reboot. And, I think so. I feel like he can coach somewhere else if he wants to, or he'll go and do, analyst. But I think they'll go ahead and call it quits. 'Cause I think they want this personally. They just been teetering with this too much. You want to fire a guy that's never had a losing season. You're gonna go and look at the playoff resume, and then you're gonna basically base it off of that. But hey, maybe he'll coach again. Maybe he'll go do analyst. But I think if they lose that, this is over.
All right, I can agree. But it should be a good matchup. DK Metcalf got to step up big, right? Because he was suspended, from all the sideline theatrics. But yeah, man, you got to be able to step up big, right? What is the run game for the Pittsburgh Steelers going to be, right? I think highly of Kenny Gainwell. I think highly of Kenny Gainwell. He played phenomenal for us. He played a big part for us, but he's not going to be enough to, just he's not a downhill threat. He's more of a receiving style back. He can run the ball. He run the ball hard. But what is the run game going to be for the Steelers? Right? How are you going to keep those young bulls from pouncing on Aaron Rodgers? Right? Keeping them off the ground. So I expect them to make plays. That this is nothing new to Aaron Rodgers. He's been here before, right? But what is it going to be like? So looking forward to it. Again, Wild Card Weekend's kicking off later on today at 4:30 p.m. on Fox. Panthers Rams later on tonight at 8 p.m. on Prime Video. Bears Packers Sunday's matchups kicking off at 1 p.m. on CBS. We got the Jaguars hosting the Bills. 4:30 p.m. tomorrow on Fox. We got the Eagles hosting the 49ers. Go Birds. We got the Chargers going up against the Patriots tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on NBC. And then we got the first week of the new NFL season wrapping up on Monday night. Steelers hosting the Texans, baby. Let's get it. Wild Card Weekend is here. Looking forward to it. Let's go. Yeah. So this has been a Grateful Gab Sports Huddle, man. I'm Grateful Dave. That's my cousin Papa Dennis. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel on the Grateful Gab podcast. Make sure y'all go follow us on whatever platforms you all receive, the Just Unconventional podcast and the Grateful Gab podcast. Be blessed. Take care of yourselves, y'all. Stay prayed up. One day at a time, man. One day at a time. That's all we can do. But each and every day, try to give our best to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and He'll recognize our best, and He'll lead us to Jehovah. So, love y'all, cuz I love you. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, man.
And until next time, peace.
Peace.